everyone, I'm back again. This is Joe Drums coming to you. Hope everybody's having a great holiday season. It's almost Christmas time. We got a couple more days yet till Christmas Eve. And I thought I'd make a video and kind of talk about a couple things that I've got questions about, which was odd time. I've been really busy, so again, sorry for the inconvenience of not having a video every week. I try to get them every week, but man, when I've got things going on, it's really hard for me to do a video every week. But I can kind of tell you what's been going on lately. I've been in a recording studio. I've been playing live with my sons. We've got a little kind of a homemade band together that we put together for a show that they had last month, and or should say the beginning of this month. I think it was the first week of December, and they had what they called a Bandorama, and I've got one of the nights that we did. We actually did 3 nights there, and it was really cool. My son played bass. I played drums, obviously, and we had a friend of his, Tyler, who played guitar, and a girl that sang with us. So we were called Tesla and the Whitehearts because the girl's name was Tesla. A really cool name. But anyway, it went really well. Everybody liked it. It was really fun to do. And then I got a call to do a recording for another girl who's an upcoming artist. I can't say who she is because of contract issues, but when she comes out, I will let you know what's going on with that. But I was in the recording studio last week sometime, the beginning of the week, and it went real well. I did 5 different takes of the same of the same song, and it went really cool. Some of the takes were a little more oriented with fills and more elaborate fills, and some of them were done with less fills and kind of more pattern oriented grooves that I was doing, and it was really fun. I enjoyed doing it. So again, if that kind of comes out on the radio or TV or anything, I'll be in, I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. I'll let you be more informed about what's going on there. My Rush band's doing great. We haven't practiced lately, again, because of the holidays. Everybody's busy doing things. Working overtime myself. The guitar player, Brian, he's been working a lot of hours. Denny's been doing things with his other band. So we've got a lot of things going on with everybody in that band. But we're going to get back into the studio again over at Brian's, and we'll start hashing out all the Rush tunes, and hopefully by this early spring, maybe summer, we should be doing some Rush gigs. So stay tuned for that. So today we're going to talk about the odd time stuff, exactly what's going on with odd time. I'm going to break it down as easy as I can. I had a video about odd time. I talked about it in the mini monster book of rock drumming here, and it was, I tried to say as basic as possible what was going on with odd time. I'll break it down a little bit more simply so that everybody can understand. If you don't know notes, it's a little harder to understand, but think of it like this. If I was playing a beat, such as, a regular 4/4 time beat, if I was doing 8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The hi-hat's what they call 8th notes. Those are playing 8th notes. But sometimes you want to play quarter notes, and those might sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and so a lot of the odd time stuff that you hear like in Zeppelin songs or Rush songs, a lot of what they do is either 8th notes or quarter notes, or sometimes 16th notes. And 16th notes are even faster yet. They're like 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Now if you don't want to count those, you don't have to, but again, quarter notes are 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just hit quarter notes. If you want to hit 8th notes, you can count them 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or not count them and just go 16th notes: 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, or. Okay? So that's the basis of the different styles of notes. Now, the other thing that's important to know is that everything that I was counting up to was 4, which is the normal time, standard time. Everything we do, all the dance grooves, Michael Jackson, the Beatles, the Stones, all those grooves, Led Zeppelin sometimes, Rush even sometimes does 4/4, but sometimes they do the odd time stuff, and that's again what we're going to be talking about. So you can break these patterns down into, from 4/4, if we went in reverse and went back one, it would be 3/4 time. So then everything I would count would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and repeat everything like that. Instead of just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you notice that 4, when I count 4, is even. Obviously it's an even number. 3 meaning odd, or being odd, is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'll give you an example of that in the book, the Monster book, page 34, for the revised edition version. If you have the older version, it's on a different page. I'm not sure what that is. I don't have that original book with me anymore. But the new one, the revised edition, is on page 34. And it's called Rock Breaks, or Rock Beats in 3/4 time with just eighth notes. So they're showing you the eighth note groove in 3/4 time. So that first one would be 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? If I was playing that in 4/4, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Now if I was in 5/4 time, they actually have those in here as well. And again, those would be played, you know, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 1. You notice I put that extra bass drum at the end to bring it back around again so that I'm in 5 instead of 4. Hopefully that makes sense. If I was doing 7/4 time, again, same idea. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 1, and so on. So you notice the eighth notes are always counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in. If I was in 7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and back to 1 again. Okay, so that's how eighth notes work. If I was doing quarter notes, I just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. If I say the word 7, I could, but if I said 7, sometimes you feel like you have to hit that other syllable and make it sound like, and then that would actually be 8, and we don't want 8, we want 7. So just say sev, because 7 is actually a 2-syllable word. I know I'm getting really, really basic on this and picky, but hopefully this will, you know, give you a better understanding of what odd time is. Again, there's so many different odd time things. Neil Peart from Rush, during, I think, Natural Science, there's a 7/8 bar that's in there. And again, that can be counted in 7/8. You're counting 7/8 notes per measure. Or when we deal with, like what I was just doing here, 7/4 or 5/4, I was actually counting every quarter note as one beat. I know that kind of, you know, you understand what, you have to understand notes to really understand the odd time. If you don't, I would say go back to learning what notes are and then understand what odd time is and how that works. And again, I'm trying to break this down as basic as possible. There's a lot to it, but again, there's, you know, many ways you can count these things. So again, the Neil Peart thing from Natural Science off of Permanent Waves, you know, the music goes and it goes on like that. He's basically playing eighth notes on the hi-hat, but he's counting every one of those as like the number. So you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Because the music actually dictates how long the phrase is. Okay? So since it's 7/8 time, we're counting every eighth note as one count. So now you're counting eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that Rush pattern sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, pattern sounds like this. Again, this is Natural Science. So you count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 5. And on and on. So then, if you look at another one, say like Money from Pink Floyd, that actually is in 7/4 time, not 7/8 like we did the Rush. So we noticed when we were doing the Rush one, we were counting every eighth note as one count. With Pink Floyd, the song Money, we're actually counting quarter notes. So we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 1 and 2 and so forth, okay? So when you count that, it sounds like this, playing it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 1. But they change it a little bit to, because it's a little faster than that. I'm slowing everything down so you understand it. But you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay? So it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 5. Okay? Now that's not exactly the beat. The beat, if you want to hear it, I'll play that for you. It sounds like this. Okay, so now if I was doing the 16th notes with Natural Science from Rush, the 16th notes would sound like this, but it's still in 7. So if I was doing the 8th note version of that, it would be... So that's in 7. Let's see what else. Sometimes you can break the odd time stuff, the stuff that's larger, like 7, 8, 9, 8, 12, 8, 6, 8, some of those. You can subdivide those sometimes and break them into, like 12, 8 is real long. It would actually in groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, we're counting every eighth note as one count. That's 12, 8. So you're going to count, like if it's in 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I added that to the drum set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's many other variations of that pattern, but that's a very basic form of it, so you can see how it's subdivided. If you're in 7/8 time, you can literally count 7/8 as a set of 3/4 time plus 4/4 time. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, that's a little more involved, but again, you can subdivide things. So you could put a measure of 3/4, a measure of 4/4. I know during Limelight, Rush does a measure of 3/4, 4/4. So it's really kind of doing 7/4. So why didn't they do it? Like just call it 7/4. It's because the way the music, the melody, and the bass guitar and the guitar and the words and the singing part of it, the lyrics, everything's going to a certain way of playing it. So Neil had to play it exactly the way that was. So it's 3/4 time, 4/4 time, 3/4 time, 4/4 time. Okay. So hopefully that explains a lot of stuff, what's going on with odd time. Again, if you guys have any questions about it, I know this is a brief variation of it. I'm just talking about, you know, the basic forms of it without getting too advanced into all the weird, you know, odd time stuff that's way out there that, you know, like Dream Theater has and many other bands too. So hopefully that shed some light. If you guys have any other questions about odd time, send them to me. Again, till then, you guys take care, keep rocking, and I'll see you pretty soon after the holidays, and we'll do some more stuff.
However, sophomore Neil Portanesi, and that's so much fun to say, let's all say it together. Portanesi is here to remind us how much we love rock and roll. Neil has brought along a few friends and his dad to help him get the message across. Please, ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome Tesla and the Lighthearts.